Hello and welcome to this talk on AI Foundry. So what I'm going to talk about today is I'm going to draw a diagram on Azure AI Foundry, what it is, and then we'll dive deeper into individual component and then show you how it fits into the bigger picture. So if I kind of create a box here and try to put things which are typically available within this AI Foundry is first you have large set of large language models available. So there are around 100 plus large language models available today for you to select and host in AI Foundry. And when I say select and host in AI Foundry, you don't have to really worry about the infrastructure. You don't have to create the network and all these things. These are all available as the drop-down option. And this is not just OpenAI or Microsoft model, but also the model from other providers tested and available for you. Now this will grow. So this number today is little more than 118 or so, will grow eventually over a period of time as we get new models available, tested, and here. Now, with the large language model, you can build a generative AI application, a smart application which can interact with the large language model and then do that. But also, you can build something called agent. So what AI Foundry offers you is agent service. Think of your agent as an application which can be hosted anywhere. So if you are building an agent by yourself using any standard SDK available today, you can package it like an application within a container and host it in any container platform. But then you have to make sure that a container platform where you're hosting is kind of available throughout so that you have the security in place, you have all the necessary high availability in design, and then you kind of make sure that agent is always up and running for your application to leverage. Instead of that, if we get something like an agent service, which is a platform as a service offering, think of it like for an agent to be deployed, you can build an agent and host it here. Now, when you build an agent and host it here, the infrastructure is again taken care just like the large language model we spoke briefly about. Now, what else? There are many other small things available which can help you build things like how do you connect to your data? So you have got RAG that may talk to your data sources, various different data sources. So you can configure all of them here, right? If you have any data sources, there are other component you might need to build an agent, an end-to-end application. So they are all available here in this. Now, on top of that, what is most important, let me change the color and then put it here, is your monitoring capability. So everything you do here in AI Foundry are for your AI application, but then they're all bits and pieces. They're stitched together, they're playing together, they're kind of orchestrated together. Now, how do you make sure that you know what is happening? In each and every call it is trying to make in and out, how do you know that? Is only by implementing monitoring. So this is an absolute important aspect of any application development. Now, the security is the core foundation. So it is built into it, right? And what then you need on top of this is like some application somewhere. So think of your applications are kind of hosted in Kubernetes services like Azure Kubernetes services or your app services. or your virtual machine, be it in Azure or anywhere else, or if you want to do it in serverless like Azure Function. Now, what all I'm saying in this green are outside of the AI Foundry. They're not part of the AI Foundry, but they can now interact with this AI Foundry pretty well. What also you have an ability, because it is not just about hosting things, but about building things. You have various different options available, like your Visual Studio Code, where you can write things, your conventional Visual Studio Pro version. You can say Copilot Studio, where you can build the low code, no code applications. You can even think of like GitHub Copilot. So these are all your development boxes, which you might need to do something extensive. And then this can pretty well synchronize with each other. On the right hand side, we have ability to extend this into something like in the edge scenario. So in a low internet, so we call it that edge scenario or local scenario or on-prem scenario. So that is called AI Foundry Local. Okay. So when you do not have a good internet connection or an occasional internet connection, you can have the AI Foundry Local and then basically build things just like the way you have built, right? You can actually deploy the same code base into this. And this is supported by many different SDKs available today. Now, one of the key important SDK is Agent, which is new, which is an amalgamation of semantic kernel and autogen. Okay, the good things of semantic kernel and agent SDK has been announced. You also have other SDKs available. One of the SDKs you will explore is that AI Foundry SDK, which allows you to do things via code. So all the things you can do in the AI Foundry, like if you want to deploy a large language model or build an agent, you can do it through a SDK. You can even using the SDK, you can call an agent to somewhere like Teams or any other bots like interface you might have. You can call those agents there. So that's the overall picture. So if I can zoom it a little bit. So if you see here, this is the foundation part, that is Azure AI Foundry. It's a combination of many different components which you may find here and there. But when you build an application end to end, you probably need a single place to really go and do things, all the things, rather than moving here in and out. So this gives you that capability of bringing all the things together and building what you call an intelligent application using agent and large language model. Thank you very much.